So this is the most confusing bit of Power Rangers comic news that I've talked about on the channel, because I've tried looking into this situation and I haven't gotten a lot of answers from people. I don't know if this is good news, I don't know if this is bad news, and I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this through mutuals and stuff like that. So I'm guessing this is good news, but it's also got a little bit of bad news as well, and we'll get into that in the article. So this morning, Penguin House revealed, or Boom Studios revealed, that Penguin House will be buying Boom Studios, and Boom Studios will be leaving Diamond, and unfortunately there'll be redundancies made at Boom Studios. So this is coming from Bleeding Cool. This article is kind of a two-parter where it was the rumor that Boom Studios would be selling to another company, and then later it was confirmed that it was Penguin House or Penguin Random House, whatever they're called. And I want to go over the article, I want to weigh in it, and I want to give my opinion and talk about it with you guys, so maybe we can get a discussion going on the channel. So let's talk about it. So I kind of like how Bleeding Cool has the main dot points here, so we can go over that, the article summary, so I don't have to read the whole thing possibly. I'll probably read the whole thing. So article summary: Penguin Random House acquires Boom Studios, expanding its portfolio. Bullet point 2, Boom Studios to part ways with Diamond, transitioning into PRH distribution. Redundancies predicted at Boom Studios to overlap with Penguin staff, but that's a bit sad. Key industry shifts emerge ahead of San Diego Comic-Con. Boom talent in demand. Okay, so let's read the article. Earlier today, I reported that Boom Studios was having an all-hands meeting today, and that there was gossip that may include a buyout, possibly from Penguin Random House. A buyer had been repeatedly suggested was interested in purchasing the publisher. Since then, I have received confirmation from those close to the situation that this is indeed happening. Penguin House is buying Boom Studios. Boom Studios will leave Diamond Comic Distributors and be distributed by PRH alongside Marvel, IDW, Tokyo Pop, and Dark Horse. And all the staff meetings will concern, and that the staff meetings will also concern redundancies to be made at the publisher as a result of job duplication between Penguin and Boom. That's kind of sad. Shout out to the homies who work at Boom. And hopefully you guys keep your jobs in the end. Like, hopefully no one gets fired, because that's the last thing I'd hate to see, because I've been in the firing line for redundancies twice when there's contracts expiring and buyouts happening for companies, and it sucks. I'll just say that it sucks big time. This comes to a couple of weeks before San Diego Comic-Con and seems to have become the traditional for such a big industry changes to be made, announced in the run-up of that event, or round-up to that event. We've recently seen Philip Sablick depart at Boom Studios as president for an unannounced pastures with new IDW Jamie S. Rich, as well as Lance Creter, Vice President of Licensing and Merchandising at Boom, who is now returning to Dark Horse Comics after 14 years as Senior Director of Licensing. This now looks to be a deliberately timed switch for both employees. And then it says, founded by Ross Ritchie and Andrew Crosby back in 2005, Boom Studio has been the main comic book publisher in the industry, including licenses for Buffy, Firefly, Planet of the Apes, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, My Bread and Butter, and has published original titles for titles such as Something is Killing the Children, Something I Need to Read, Lumberjanes, Fence, Berserker, Grimm, and my own Avengeful series. Partially sold to 20th Fox, that portion was inherited by Disney. Clarification on ownership, as well as staffing levels, have been made redundant. So, as well as the staffing levels have been made redundant later today, I understand it was likely the other comic book publishers in competition to snap up such experienced talent. This story is rather developing quickly. Comicbook.com has backed up our initial report. Okay, so they've backed it up. I just want to jump to that article. Not a big fan of comicbook.com from time to time. Or is that CBR? One of those people that put out those clickbaity articles. Okay, Boom Studios. Okay. What does Boom Studios? Is Netflix working with Boom? Netflix was working with Boom for the David Fincher movie. Something is Killing the Children, Berserker. That Berserker movie I wouldn't mind seeing, or series that they might be doing, because, you know, it's going to have Keanu Reeves in there, because that comics is based out on him. His likeness is in it. Boom Studios related stuff. First reveals. Okay. Let's see. What's in this? Okay, so this is a quote from Mark, and this is another quote. All right, so this confirms that the buyout actually happened. I think there's another article from, I think it was Deadline. Let me just jump over to that one. Okay, here's the Deadline article. So, let's see. The random publishing, is this the rumored one? Okay. Oh, no, this is the actual one. Okay. Publishing, okay. There are no plans to relocate Boom Studios from its LA office, which is the president, Stephen Christie will continue to lead the company. Series founder, okay, everyone's dream. Okay, I know I'm sort of mumbling through it, but I'm trying to find what's important. Okay, various projects. Shannon Boom Studios. Major step up in Penguin Rant. Okay, so I think that's what a lot of people are saying. This is the good thing. So Shannon called the Boom Studios acquisition a major step up in Penguin Random House expansion of support to the direct comics market, and a key part of our commitment of being the best publisher for creators across all categories. Adding, we're excited to continue that the tradition for Boom as part of our Random House publishing group. Okay, all right, so I'm guessing you're probably all wondering, what is the future of Power Ranger comics if Boom Studios is getting bought out by another company? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know at this point. I know that Boom Studios still has other books they plan on putting out, such as Power Rangers Infinity. We've also got the Usagi crossover with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, written by Ryan Parrott. So that was probably pre-planned before this buyout actually happened. And then also this month we've got MMPR 122 and Darkest Hour, the finale. Now, Boom Studios is going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, and they are teasing something for the Power Ranger comics, some kind of big announcement. We have no idea what that announcement is, but I'm sure that after... So basically the weekend when 122 comes out, so I'll have my 122 review out, and then we'll probably get the big news when San Diego Comic-Con happens, and then I'll talk about it. So I honestly don't know what this means for the Power Ranger comics, to be honest. I don't know if this is good news. I don't know if this is bad news for the Power Ranger comics, because there's a rumor going around. There's some misinformation being passed around on the internet through certain YouTubers, through certain articles online, Facebookers, Instagrams, with their, you could say, clickbaity misinformation articles, where they sort of spin the narrative that the Power Ranger comics was cancelled completely. And I think this is probably going to add to a lot of people's narratives that they want to spin, that the Power Ranger comics and Boom Studios are separating completely, and that's what they're going to use as their headline, when really at this point we honestly don't know what's going to happen to the Power Ranger comics. So if I see anything bullshit floating around from certain people online, I'll be sure to call it out. I've been thinking about it for a while. I don't want to ruffle too many feathers. Even though they're AR and have text to voice chat, you don't want to make them too mad. But we'll see what happens. This is a developing story, like I said. I haven't had many opinions to help me weigh on this to sort of get a room check vibe to see if this is good or bad, but people are saying this is good for Boom Studios getting out at comic book shops and stuff like that and being distributed from comic book retailers, but it's also sad that there might be layoffs at Boom Studios. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, what do you guys think of this news? Tell me down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Take care. Bye.